I am the worst football manager ever, and welcome to another instalment. Thanks for joining me again for some more Gloucester Gamble, and we are into episode 4 or 5. Well, I can't remember how many episodes. What episode even is this? Episode 5? Episode 5. You join me back for some more Gloucester Gamble, and we have been interestingly in a whole array of things going on. As you were probably very aware, things were not going nicely. Ended up having, as you can see here from my schedule, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games without a win. That was absolutely awful. And that last game you saw me play against North Ferriby didn't go well either. Bottom of the league, and I lost 1-0 to them. However, as you can see, a little bit of green appeared in my season. I forgot what the colour green looked like. I was so rubbish. But here it was against Hednesford. I victorious for once, winning 2-0. Daniel Williams, my young striker who hadn't ever scored for me, played. He started that game and he scored on the 38th and 82nd minute. I was so pleased to finally get a second win of the league under my belt. And there I was thinking off the back of that game, I was like, this is it now. We're on a roll. This is all going to be kicking off. And as you can see here, the next game, Gainsborough, ended up back to losing ways, lost 3-1 again. Things are not good. And what made it a bit worse is that in that game, I don't know, going back to this 2-0 game, after an absolutely epic performance from Daniel Williams, you can see here, 86th minute, 4 minutes left of the game, and he gets injured. And so he then didn't play the next game against Gainsborough. And actually, he's still not quite ready. If I show you my squad at the moment, Daniel Williams there, you can see he's got a... He's returning to full fitness in 3 days. He's not quite ready for my next game, which is such a shame because he played so well on that game to win me that match. And then I had to obviously keep him on the bench, well, not even a sub for the next game, which was so sad. So what it meant was, not only had I lost Daniel Williams, but previously before that, I'd lost my other striker who scored any goals for me, which is Obi Onoruo, and he was injured as well. Now he is just about back to fitness, so for this next game I'm bringing him back into the squad because my 2 other strikers that I've been playing, Jonty Smith, who isn't bad and scored his first goal for me against Gainsborough in this last game when I lost 3-1, so that's good, but he isn't too fantastic, and Joe Parker has played 6 games and still hasn't scored a goal yet, and so for me I'm just not happy with that. Where I'm at in the league, I need goals. I need goals, and so this is the worst bit. Maybe we need some strings in at this point. It's just so sad. It's just so sad. Let me just show you my woes. Look at this league. As we keep going down in the league, there I am, holding up the crowd at the bottom. 8 points from 11 games. I've won 2, drawn 2, and I've lost 7. It's deeply saddening, I know, but I need to get over it. I need to shake out of it and move on. And now, today is the time where we forget about the league for a moment and we focus on the magic of the FA Cup. And here I am in the second round qualifier against Hemel Hempstead. Hemel Hempstead are in the Vanarama League South, doing in 17th place, not doing too well themselves, to be honest, either. They've played 11 games, they've only won 3 and drawn 3, so they're not doing much better than me. But I thought I would give this a go. Now let me show you my team for this game, because what I've done is I've gone to the aid of my backroom staff and asked their thoughts. And they basically said to me the best thing to do is to play a 4-4-2, which is what they're most vulnerable about. Go into a counter-attack, go highly structured, and I've even gone with their instructions that they've offered as well. So sticking to positions, running at defence, pushing the defence up a little bit higher, quite a balance, so I'm not going too wide or too narrow, but going balanced. And I think the tackling wise, it says stay on your feet as well. So I've basically just followed their advice and seeing what will happen, really. And I'm just going to hope for the best. It's all I can do, at this time, at this moment. All I can do is just hope for the best and trust everyone else, because I don't trust myself at the moment. I don't trust my own managing skills. I feel as if I should sack myself at this point. Maybe the Gloucester Gamble is literally just going to be 5 episodes long, and after this one, at the end of this game, if I lose this, maybe I'll get sacked, which will be really sad, as I'll then have to come up with some new thumbnails. That's the worst thing about it. But here we are. Gloucester need to progress beyond the current stage in order to live up our minimum expectations. Are just the third round qualifier, so I need to get through this round, and I can't afford another loss. I know Hemel Hempstead are slight favourites in this. They've got Jamie Slabber there, who is a Football Manager Classic. Didn't he used to play? Let me just look at his career. He played for Arsenal. I'm sure he played for like somebody very reasonably. He played for Spurs. He played for Tottenham back in early 2000s. He was a Premiership player. Played one game for them in their starting 11. I remember them playing in the Premiership for some reason. Maybe it's from past Football Manager games. Maybe that's where I remember him from. But he's up front for Hemel Hempstead now as a lone striker. You can see there from today he had 6 appearances in this season so far. Hasn't scored yet, but you know what? I'm still going to mark him. Still going to close him down. I can't trust. I don't know. I just don't. My defence aren't good at the moment, to be honest. They're not playing well, and I feel as if I have to keep telling them, mark that person tightly, close him down. It's like baby steps with them. It's baby steps, but give them some encouragement. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. Well, somebody's vaguely responded. Let's see how we go. We're just going to crack on with the match straight away. Going straight into this, everybody. Come on, let's see how we do. FA Cup, second round qualifier. The magic starts here. Maybe I'll have a terrible league, go in the league, but maybe my, FA Cup sort of other knockout competitions run might be far better. I can hope for that. Maybe it'd be nice to just get a bit of money, wouldn't it, through going through the FA Cup rounds. Because in other news, whilst we're talking about money, when Obi Onaruo, so hold on, we're on a highlight for us. Here is Jones, Billy Jones, our left back and captain. Here's James Smith, probably our best defender, James Smith at the moment. Here's Hanks through to Jonty Smith, edge of the box, plays it back to Green. Here's Joe Hanks, pass it through to Taylor on the right. Can he do anything with this? Can he trying to get it round there? Number 5, can he? Yeah, he has. Good. Joe Hanks now on the ball. Jonty Smith. This is good build-up play from Gloucester. Through to Obi Onaruo. Oh, he was offside anyway. Oh, well done, mate. Though, well done. Back from injury. I don't think Obi will last a whole game. Look, he's not quite back to full fitness, but he passed his fitness test. So that's good. But anyway, going back to my financial woes. When Obi Onaruo came back, I can never say that name. I will never be able to say that name. When he came back from injury, it said at the bottom, although he's not the highest earner, he could be someone to go when if the current financial crisis at Gloucester continues. And I do recognise that financially we're not in a great place at the moment. But I don't know. I can't imagine us having to get rid of somebody like Obi. Obi's pretty much my only goal scorer at the moment, so it wouldn't be a good move for me or them if they were to get rid of them. Okay, we're being outnumbered in midfield, it's saying here, but 4-4-2, I'm not going to put any more midfielders in. I'm not going to make it a 3-5-2. I don't think our defence is strong enough to cope with just three at the back. But so far, we're not really up to much. 6.5, 6.6s. Nothing's too exciting going on so far. 28th minute in, and it seems to slowing down a bit. If you look at the last 5 minutes there of the possession, it's all looking reasonably even. In fact, we're just beginning to have a little bit more possession, which is quite nice. But possession is nothing unless you've got goals, eh? Okay, we need to start marking some players up here as well. 33 minutes. So, FA Cup. So, one of the questions I wanted to ask you is I'm still on the lookout for some decent free players who will take some low wages. Any lower league managers out there watching this, I would love your thoughts, love your ideas. Who do you tend to sign on FM16? Have you noticed any kind of lower league wonder kids? I know often when we say the word wonder kid, it's like still they're worth a few million, and I'm like, at this rate I don't have that kind of money, so I'm desperate for some free but good quality players at this level. If you know of any, do just give me a heads up, give me a shout. Would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, it looks like we're heading to half time and still 0-0, still nothing's going on, and yep, that's it. Keep the heads up, this match is still ours for the winning. Okay, let's keep our heads up. We can still come out of this match with a win today. Let's go straight back into this. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give them a bit of an extra boost from a Yeah, passionate. Come on, I believe in you, boys. Come on, boys. From the front to the back. From the front to the back, y'all. We've just got to rock it. We've just got to smash it. We've just got to destroy it. You know what I mean? This is what we want. Okay. So they're on the attack early in this first half. Jamie Slabber couldn't get a touch onto it, and we've rescued that one. Good. Right, Obi. Come on, Obi. Come on, Georgie. Okay, not still 0-0. I wonder how far I could genuinely get in the FA Cup. If I could get to round two as in past the qualifiers, but into official round 2, or even official round 3. Imagine that. That would be so much fun, and getting to play against the Premier League side would be pretty much would solve my financial woes for one. But it would also just be great to get that far and have a bit of a league, an FA Cup run. It's so exciting. I just love the knockout sides of it. It's just great fun. I say Obi is looking quite tired now, so I think I might bring him off. He's not playing too well either, to be honest. 6.2. Both strikers not up to too much today. So what I will do is I'll bring on Dembele and Parker. I'll bring on Parker. I'm going to say to him, I want to see a good performance from him. I'm sort of past some of these players who aren't, delivering what I need them to deliver, whether it be good quality defending or good quality attacking. I'm kind of past the point of being like, oh, I'll be nice, I've got faith in you. Because at the moment, I don't think I do have any faith in them. So by saying something like, oh, yeah, but I've got faith in you, I just don't think that will actually beef them up. Whereas by just saying, you give me a performance, or you're on the next ticket out of here, mate, I think that could give them the nudge they need. Here we are, 65th minute, and we're still 0-0, and there's still hardly anything going on here. We are on counter. We're not even on defensive, so it's not like we're not trying to do anything. It seems that we must just be defending okay-ish, but then my players they haven't got that high rating here, have they? 69th minute, 6.2, 6.1 here from James Smith. Interesting stuff, eh? What I might do is bring Dembele on for Jonty Smith, who's also having a sort of just a lacklustre game, really. Let's bring him Dembele on, who again he's more of a winger than a striker, but it does say he can play naturally as a striker, and he's played probably about 20-30 minutes for me as a striker, hasn't scored yet, but I'm willing to give him 15 minutes here or so to see what he can do. 0-0, as long as we don't lose it in the last minute. That would be so sad. That would be so sad. But here we go, 75th minute. Things are still just looking pretty just stable. Not much is happening here at all. Let's give the team. Let's give them a bit of an encouragement. Joe Hanks is looking complacent. How can you look complacent, Joe Hanks? This is the FA Cup, mate. This is the FA Cup. How does he look? How can he be complacent? Oh my goodness! This is grassroots football. FA Cup second round. This is what dreams are made of. Right, come on. Ethan Wassell. He is coming on a replace of that other guy there who was just looking a little bit tired. I can't remember. James Smith, that's the one. James Smith, 63%. He was looking like pretty tired. Come off for the final 5 minutes. Looks like we're going to be going to a replay at this rate, which will be at home. Our players will be tired, but it does mean that maybe Daniel Williams might be back. I can't remember how long his injury is, so he might be back for the replay. But I can't complain at a draw, really. Keeping a clean sheet is good, I suppose. I've got to look at all the positives. Every cloud has a silver lining. So you got to just hope for these things. Right, here we go. Oh, I thought. This looks like it's a final highlight. This looks like it was the most boring match ever. This isn't even a highlight. This is just because the final whistle's going to go, isn't it? They're just kicking it about 56, 57, 58, 59. That's it. Brilliant. Good. I'm glad the minute I decide to record a video is the time that I get a 0-0 draw. Anyway, we're really unfortunate today. Reassure the players. Let them know they played well. Unlucky boys, it just wasn't our day. But you know what? We've still got a replay. We've earned ourselves a replay. Back to Wadden Road. And we're going to see how we can do there. Joe Hanks, our best player, 6.7. Nobody really got up to much in that game at all. It was seemed pretty even, seemed pretty, I don't know, basic, nothing really going on. So we'll have to pull something out of the bag next time. But what I will do is I will give it a finish for today. What I'll do is in the next episode of A Gloucester Gamble, you will see the replay against Hemel Hempstead, which will just probably be in a couple of days' time. And so do join me for that next time. Thanks for joining me this time. If you've got any words of wisdom, any advice for me, then do give me a heads up. Do leave a comment below. Also hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, then what the heck are you doing? Hit the subscribe button and follow along with the Gloucester Gamble. And tell all your friends. Tell all your buddies. Bring them along to the party. Let's have some more fun. Anyway, it's good to have you with me. I am the worst football manager ever. You can see me on Twitter at worstfmanager or on Twitch at worst football manager ever. And until next time, I'll see you later.